Hi, my name is Charlene Cedrone. How many of you feel the people you have encountered today will be with you forever? How many of those interactions are you proud to say they were positive? And how many of those interactions you're ashamed of what you said or how you acted? Although there are many people we meet and interact with will be part of our lives forever, there is still a greater number of people that we interact with on a day-to-day basis that we may never see except for that fleeting moment. I say this to explain one of the quotes that shaped my life. It has made me want to strive to be a better person to those around me, and it will also start you thinking about yourselves and those you are with every day in a new light. Etienne du Grillet says, "I shall pass this way but once. If there be any kindness I can show, let me do it now, for I shall not pass this way again." This quote has been important to me since my senior year of high school. I actually placed this quote underneath my senior year picture in the yearbook. During my senior year, I was working as a nurse's aide and became friends with one of my patients. She was a 45-year-old woman who was mentally retarded, very limited, and had end-stage breast cancer. She sustained a bilateral mastectomy, removal of both of her breasts, and further treatment. Despite the further treatment, she was dying. She wanted to make her confirmation in the Catholic Church, and she asked me, the 17-year-old girl, to help her prepare for her studies. She was confirmed in April of my senior year, and she was thrilled. I came by just before my senior prom with her to take pictures with her so she could enjoy the event. She attended my ballet recital in June and actually went out to friendlies with our family that night. Unfortunately, her cancer overcame her and she died during the summer before I left for college. Although I knew how much she had impacted me and how I thought about my life in a different way as I moved forward, I didn't realize I had impacted her. On the day of her funeral, her sister actually came up to me and said some of the past 6 months were some of her most precious moments of her life. I continued to keep this event and others close to me as I became a registered nurse, taking care of my patients and their families. Oh my God. Getting married and raising a family. With my children, I tried to instill the importance of showing simple, kind gestures that they could do at family gatherings and make them feel good about themselves. I volunteered in many organizations, including becoming a Girl Scout leader. Each year I would organize and encourage my troops of young girls to perform some sort of community service and give back to our community. Many of those girls from my troop I run into now, and they've grown to be kind, caring young women. Have I made mistakes? Of course I have. No human being on this earth has not made a mistake, or said an unkind word, or even gestured one, and everyone knows what I'm referring to. But we are human, and we are mostly kind souls, and we want to be nice to others. Sometimes we do things we are not proud of because we are stressed out or overtaxed with too many responsibilities to really be able to take a breath and just help another individual out. It is during these days that we have to work a little harder and just make the extra effort. If we slip up, we need to recognize it, address it, and as soon as possible, and apologize if at all possible, and then move on. Don't beat ourselves up forever, but take the moment to tell ourselves that we need to be more vigilant about doing better in the future, even when we are stressed out. So remember, be kind to others. Even the stranger walking towards you as you are walking outside, hold the door for them. They will remember the kind gesture and perhaps pass it on. Ironically, this past Friday on my way home from work, I was following a car with a bumper sticker that said, "Practice acts of kindness."